Miami is one of the main destinations for victims of human trafficking.
We're broken, holding onto something more. Unspoken, wanna climb mountains, but I can't get up. No, these blues I'm singing, getting me higher.
I'm from the Midwest. I was 16 years old when I was taken. I was coming back from McDonald's. Then I was taken to Miami and all across America for 10 years. 11-year-old girl just asked if I wanted to hang out. I didn't know she was 11 at the time. I said sure. It was pretty common where I'm from to just make friends randomly. And what I thought was her boyfriend picked us up was her trafficker. That was, at that moment, then I was raped and the 11-year-old was beaten just to show me that that's what happens. She wasn't beaten for any other reason but to intimidate me. Then I was taken to Miami and trafficked all across America for 10 years. During that time, there were many times that I was almost killed. There were many times that I was raped. And then I would come back to my abuser, and then I was raped and beaten some more. During that time, the 10 years, human trafficking wasn't known the way that it's known now. So officers weren't, they didn't understand what was happening, and that it was the problem that it is. So I never felt that I could go to an officer. My trafficker made it very clear that the police only want to put you in jail and they'll never help you. And then my trafficker would find out, and you just don't know what would happen after that, what consequences you would face. My trafficker would use a lot of intimidation as well to keep me in the invisible chains. He would use the deaths of girls that would die out there at night and say that's what happens when girls try to get away or when they disobey. So those were just a few things that kept the fear very intense. Not to mention, beating up an 11-year-old pregnant girl, or just cutting girls' hairs off and cutting them up and just beating them up so badly was other ways of intimidation, and knowing that you couldn't step out of line at all, otherwise those are consequences that you would face. I ended up getting arrested when I was 26, so 10 years, 26 or 27, and that's what saved my life. From there, the state attorneys decided that it would be better for me to get help than to stay in jail, and that's when I started my journey of recovery. And then that's when I met the ladies at Glory House. At that time, they did not have a house, but it would have been great if they did, because it would have helped the healing process, I believe, go much faster than when you're trying to heal and trying to survive and learn how to be a grown-up at the same time. Because imagine I was 16, I didn't know anything for how to be an adult. So, probably gonna cry. So after I had gotten arrested, the state attorneys had decided that it was better that I get help than to be in jail. And that is when I met Betty and the ladies at Glory House. They helped me with counseling and food and helped me get a place to stay and furnish it and connect me with other resources that I need and connect me with part of the community. But it would have been nice if we had a house, because what took 5 years of slow healing and slow recovery could have gone a lot faster had I been in a house. Because when you're on your own, you still have to work, you still have to pay rent and do all the other things that you need to do to survive. And I was just learning how to survive. I was learning how to be an adult while being an adult. It wasn't anything gradual. It went from being 16 and being taken and not being able to do anything or socialize with anyone or even know how to do anything for myself or how life works, to just doing it on my own and figuring it out every second by second. And so I'm so grateful that Glory House was there to help me in that time. But it's so important to have that time to heal and to learn things that you should have learned as a child, but you weren't given the opportunity to. And so one thing that is very important as well is when I was on my own, I did suffer from severe PTSD, and just walking outside was very hard for me because I kept thinking that I was going to be taken again. So it would have been good to have that time to heal from that as well, because it was just re-traumatizing every time I went outside. But I had to go outside because I had to survive and I had to live and I had to do what I needed to do to keep moving forward.
Need a safe home where rescue victims recover their freedom and help. They are waiting for your help.
Al día de hoy, 1 de cada 3 alumnos en edad escolar ha estado expuesto a tráfico humano. El 75% son mujeres y niñas. Entre 14.500 y 17.500 personas son traficadas anualmente en Estados Unidos. Desafortunadamente, no tenemos cifras sobre muertes o personas desaparecidas. Muchos casos nunca se denuncian.